imagined occurs later, reach this wandering and lost, other happy grasp, he falls pilgrim, until he misspelt words drifting only, reached her topsail, to entropy child, sinking and pitched, that gives hovers, his hand mouthful, until he misspelt words drifting wide.
32 inches just doesn't cut it anymore. Long for a wig, long for hair, but as a screen, it's a postcard, a porthole, a camera obscured by its own frame. Shall I try on the purple wig? I'm feeling bald today. My head is so exposed. I feel naked down to my toes. There, it fits. I'm charmed. I'm charming. My skin is turning purple. Octopus camouflage juju, seeping down, down, down to my naked toes. What's that? You expect me to pay for it? Can I turn off the camouflage? Does it come with a free TV? I'm sure you have your reasons. I'm sure this is very respectable gear. I'm sure you're absolutely sincere, but hey, wait a minute. Does Buzz know you're here? Or Marion, or fuck your way in. Second, where are you from? Always the long drive home, moving up out of the lushness of the Sacramento Valley into the dry, baking scrub brush foothills. Further still, down and then up the river valleys of the Yuba, pine marching resolutely alongside their green, smell cool in my nose. The dryness is perhaps what is most difficult in remembering the place. Bastard. Some text, a text, some words known. A story lies amongst the curves and lines, waiting to be told. I grow old. I grow singular or plural. Those choices change as I make them. Highly adaptive, highly critical, and still left, lying twixt and between.
My favorite one is the domino trap. Shall I explain how it works? By all means, Doctor. See, if Cassandra tries to get the food there, she'll bump into that cereal box, which will make the other cereal boxes fall down. And then she'll be trapped. Brilliant. You clearly put a lot of thought into this experiment, Doctor. What do you hope to learn from all this? How to trick Cassandra into falling for my traps? Maybe we should... Oh, heavens. Don't let it get Cassandra. It's that darn Gunderson cat. Honey, stand back. I'm going to get him under the basket. Shoot you. My God, Molly, you totally saved Cassandra's life.
Sweet bird, shunts the noise of folly, most musical, most melancholy. White cares can speak, but special ones are dumb. Oh, special American who has come to the college of sad hypocrites, do not disdain to say who you are. Yes, I traded laughs in for charts and graphs, but affect can't be controlled, special America. There's a world out there beyond these putrid conduits, oozing with a special melancholy.
patriotism, digital history, and fate. The organization is currently located in Brooklyn, New York, and was founded on the simple principle that, despite religious, racial, sexual, aesthetic, athletic, philosophical, and art-like differences, all Americans can agree with the following statement.
Say Special
You
America.
are Special America.
Whither goest thou, Special
Oh, the
America?
mild agony of Special
Oh,
America.
the grayness of Special
Say
America.
Special America.
A deep yet soft melancholy succeeded Special
And brief
America.
that long hard glass breaks way for Special
Oh,
America.
pour melancholy water on Special
And
America.
melancholy market Special America for her own.
It's always a new day in Special America.
There's always new media in Special America.
I had known boredom, regret, and at times remorse, but never Special America.
is a pleading network.
Special America is a flickering sigh.
Keep Special America Special America.
Say Special America.
Snow falls on Special America.
It occurred to me that I am Special
I am
America.
melancholy Special America, but I do not say it.
Say Special
Oh, if
America.
you're Special America.
Say Special
Like a
America.
dog to his vomit, Special America cannot refrain.
Barriers between audiences and presenters.
Q&A sessions are power structures. They allow resentful conference attendees to force presenters to become audiences. A mosh pit might be a better method. It helps if there's alcohol. Is language part of intellectual property?
Jesus Christ, this is a long survey. WTF? No. Is the Q&A democratic?
The Q&A is largely autocratic, and the moderator is your leader. Does everyone have a voice?
No. Which is why, as the head of a prominent NGO explained to me today, America is a wounded elephant. This is a lot more serious than electronic writing. Need for a national activity of penance, a despondent American government began bombing Special America. And though Special America was serious, even melancholy, it knew how to play. I would distinguish between at least two versions of Special America. There is relative Special America, which is Special America as it is generally understood. But now there is also a melancholy Special America, a depressive or catastrophic version of this relative Special America. This is the melancholy of Special America, so that the soul, relaxing into tears and lamentations, seems to unbend, extricate itself, and gain more space and freedom. Thus weeping does the melancholy of Special America speak. We pass lightly through the reactionary darkness. What matters, whether illness or the sword or a falling building causes my death? I am Special America.
Calm down. Wait until you can calmly respond to their accusations, showing the false nature of their claims about working to improve relations. These claims cover up an intention of perception, the perceived action being identifiable with a certain physical brain state as a cause. We know that cause and effect operates in all of our lives, and we also know we have our free will. Therefore, at any time we choose, we can change the course of the future. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that we are given. Sometimes we don't open up because we are afraid of what we are going to lose, so painfully attached to what we have that we numb ourselves into a living death to shield us from the pain of real grief, where we are often left with little orientation other than to fall back onto whatever safe harbor we have established ahead of time and delivered immediately. A very important piece of data is at your fingertips, and you hear it the way you like it on you, not on other people.
This is called burning, and the avatar itself, he or she, the name is Alan Dojoji or Julie Klein, depending, and the avatar itself, as you can see, is full of holes. There's another avatar that just ran off to the left. See the other avatar? That's a clone avatar that's following the first one, trying to stay with the first one. And this past timer was done earlier, but this is done using Poser and using these extreme modified VVH files, which are behavior files that were modified with modified motion capture equipment. And so you get a human being sort of entrapped in itself. This is an entirely different program. This is something that's a static video image. The other ones are in Second Life, and you can actually go into Second Life and see those as performances, but this one was done as a product. Moving forward, and there's a grid. You can see there's a grid. As the character moves forward, his leg begins to twist, and his leg is twisting because he's reached the edge of the game space. This is in real life. In other words, this is a model of somebody who is actually working in that space, which is a model of a real space. And as he moved to the edge, his avatar, the thing that represented him, just gets distorted, and sometimes permanently distorted. So he's reached. This again was done from stuff at Columbia College. You can see how the arms are twisting round and round. That's because the original avatar body was distributed among a number of people. Avatars that are taken apart in a completely different program that's not related to any of the others. And the program is filled with glitches, so I can take advantage of that and do things like this that I haven't been able to do anywhere else online. It's almost like a prison of light.
The Germanophone populations in Bohemia and Moravia were called Sudeten Germans. In 1938, Adolf Hitler wants to liberate the Sudeten Germans from the Czechoslovakian oppression. The Sudetenland was annexed to the German Reich. In 1945, after World War II, the original borders of the Czechoslovak Republic were restored. The Sudeten Germans were expelled and their properties confiscated. In winter 1945, the March of Death takes place. An evacuation on foot of the Sudeten Germans from Brno. All along the way, a mass grave of 890 people. In 2007, our mother shows my brother and I the house that she lived in before the expulsion. She was 1 year old when she had to leave Brno. It was her brother who carried her during the march. She remembers everything, she says. The winter, she asks us not to get too close. As if it could pass through the forbidden. I move around it since.
Most movies and video programming aim to grab your attention and hold it unrelentingly. Ambient video is gentler than that. Ambient video lives in the background of your daily life, not in the foreground. When you're not watching television or home theater or using video games, ambient video plays quietly on that big flat screen on your wall. It plays in the background and it waits for your attention. It never commands it. Ambient videos are in the spirit of Brian Eno's ambient music. He said, ambient music must be as easy to ignore as it is to notice. And here's the hard part. Whenever you do look at it, ambient video must reward your attention with visual pleasure. That is not easy. And finally, because it lives in your home or your office or a public space that you pass every day, and you're going to see it many times, ambient video must continue to give visual pleasure over many repeated viewings, and that may be the hardest part of all. These are difficult criteria to meet. Many of the favorite methods of filmmakers do not work in this form. Narrative is fundamentally inconsistent with an ambient state. Narrative is the crack cocaine of mediated experience. If we get a little bit of narrative, we want it all. If we get a hint of a decent story, we need to follow it through to the final end. Now, I've used 3 tactics to meet the criteria for success that Eno laid out. I try to use strong imagery and composition because an ambient video cutting pace must be slow. The image, therefore, has got to be strong enough to stay on the screen for a long time. I play with the time frame. Clouds are more interesting when I speed them up, and water is more interesting when I slow it down. And finally, I build complex transitions, elaborate step-by-step morphing strategies to blend from one shot to the next, carefully planned and constructed down to the finest details and the most exact timing. Well, actually, those were the strategies I have used in my previous ambient video works, all of which were linear videos. What you're seeing today is slightly different, because it's not really a video, or at least it's not a standard edited and produced video. The video stream is being sequenced and constructed on the fly in real time on the computer. So I don't have that fine control over order, change, and transition that I just spoke of.